Welcome to Wealth Creation Investing. My name is Forex Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, the major crash is coming in 2013. Are you prepared to prosper? I want to invite each and every one of you to take a serious look at the Forex markets in 2013. What happens next in 2013? Well, I'm going to ask, are you prepared for the coming economic collapse and the next Great Depression? Any financial system based on debt is doomed to fail. Today we are living in the greatest debt bubble that the world has ever seen, and if all of a sudden people could not use credit to buy things, our economy would immediately ground to a halt. Right now we are seeing this take place around the world, especially in the Euro nation. Unfortunately, no debt bubble can last forever. When this current debt bubble finally bursts, faith in the financial system is going to disappear. Credit is going to freeze up, and there's going to be a massive wave of bank failures. Much more than between 2008 and 2010. You see, if you keep recklessly piling up debt, eventually a day of reckoning comes. It is an absolute. Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. financial system is like a car with no brakes that is heading straight towards a 5,000-foot drop at 100 miles an hour. It's all going to seem like fun and games to some people until we hit the canyon floor. Once that happens, nobody will be laughing. I look for the Dow to have a serious crash in 2013. In fact, I look for the Dow to probably go below 10,000 and retest near the 6,000, 6 to 7,000 area. When this happens, there will be total chaos. There will be craziness in the markets. And you're going to see what took place in 2008 to 2010 look like a church social compared to what's coming. The writing is on the wall all the way around the world. You're seeing what's happening in Greece, where over 50% of people aged 24 to 49 are unable to find jobs that will pay them a nice living. In the process, they're stepping out, and more riots are happening. There are so many people in the world today that there's not enough advancements to keep everybody working. What would be simplistic areas to allow everyone to have a job has been left behind by the political parties that continue to have stalemates. In fact, let's take a look at what's happening right now, the latter part of 2012, and what to look forward into 2013. Well, we have the U.S. fiscal cliff. What will be the outcome? Eventually, they're going to come to some sort of an agreement. But how will that agreement affect people in the United States? Right now, if they do nothing, you're going to look at tax cuts and all types of areas that it's probably going to eliminate up to 2 million jobs. Now, they'll try to sugarcoat the numbers, but simple math suggests that it'll be up to 2 million jobs. The U.S. is headed towards $17 trillion in debt sometimes in 2013. Will this stop? Will anybody start to take back fiscal control? Or will the presses just keep on printing to where you'll have hyperinflation, and that will be the beginning of the end of the fiat system? There has been no fiat system, which is a system that we are currently and others are on, that has lasted. It has always exploded. And we are on overbought time with the current fiat system in the United States. And unless we reverse our current situation where we're headed, we're going to end up like a banana republic to where our money will be worthless. You see, the Greece issues are just the beginning in the Eurozone. You have Portugal, you have Spain, you have Italy, you have France. And when should one buy gold and silver? I would suggest that you buy gold and silver and start adding it to your portfolio. Try to buy ounces at a time, because ounces will make it easier to get rid of instead of bulk. If you have coins, you'll be able to barter for goods and services. I also suggest that you get out of debt now. Get rid of your debt. If you're currently in debt, then you are a slave to the system. Many people were seduced by the dark side to get into debt, buy all the easy credit, go out and buy more house than you could afford, go out and buy boats, all the gadgets for home, and get so far in debt that you'll never get out. I have talked to people that even if they paid the minimum payment, it'd be like paying off a house. They'll be paying it for the next 30 to 40 years. It can't continue. You need to learn to have money working for you. There's a key word that we'll be sharing with you and teaching you in the coming months of 2013, and that is called compounding. Compounding is the word where you put up money, you get a return, and you allow that money to compound over time. Why Forex over stocks? Well, the stock markets are only open 6.5 hours, while the Forex markets are open 24/7 from Sunday night until Friday afternoon in the U.S. Where there might be 8 to 10,000 stocks, you can focus on just the 4 majors or the top 8 currency pairs. And for those of you that are looking for some exotics, we cover 22 currency pairs, which is much simpler with our daily reports instead of trying to figure out all the stocks. You're also trading money for money, ladies and gentlemen, which means that one currency pair is always going up and one currency pair is going down. It gives you opportunity. And with opportunity, we're looking for volatility, and volatility is coming big time. If you can get in on some of these moves, you will be protected for the rest of your life. We're looking at 1,000 pip moves that's going to be happening sometime in 2013 in certain currency pairs. If you'd like to know and be ahead of the group and know what those currency pairs are, I ask that you continue to investigate wealth creation investing and see how you can join Forex Joe and be a part of our team. This economic collapse is a mathematical certainty, ladies and gentlemen. There are 5 places that you definitely don't want to be. Israel's in the middle of a war zone, and the battle in the Middle East is going to rage. Southern California, England, New York City, or Washington, D.C. are probably the top 5 places where you don't want to be. You see, Americans spent 8.4% of their household income on gasoline last year when gas averaged an all-time high of $3.51 a gallon. That's double the percentage a decade ago, and that percentage could double in the next 4 to 5 years if we don't get control of hyperinflation and stop the presses from just freely printing money. There are close to 50 million Americans, yes, that is correct, 50 million Americans living below the poverty line, and only 47% of the U.S. workforce is fully employed at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, you might not know it, but you are getting this much closer to becoming a banana republic just like Greece. Greece will never be able to repay their debt, and they will be leaving the Eurozone, if not in 2013, but by 2014 at the latest. As I make these predictions, I feel very confident in what's happening. There's other predictions that I have not made that I'm saving for the end of the year that will just literally blow your mind. Many in today's world are locked into careers where they're just going to do their job that brings on massive unhappiness or depression. In 2013 and beyond, the Forex markets will create many new millionaires due to uncertainty in the world. For those of you that get educated now, you will be ahead of the curve. Heed the warnings that I'm making and prepare for loss of millions of jobs around the globe. It's time for you to take back responsibility for your finances and quit whining, bitching, and moaning about others, but get educated with an Ivy League education with a community college outlay of funds and learn how to trade the most liquid market on earth today, the $4 trillion a day Forex markets. I will teach you the big lights strategy using the daily, weekly, and monthly charts and turn you into a big lights trader for the most amount of pip moves. If you turn the course, ladies and gentlemen, and you really want to make a difference and leave a legacy for your kids, you will heed these warnings. Or you can do like most people do, they can do nothing. Yet, we may not have the truth with the Mayan calendar here on December 21st, 2012, like we did with Y2K in 2000. But I can assure you, with what's getting ready to happen in 2013 and beyond, there will be some of you that wish that the Mayan calendar was true. You're going to be left behind. You're going to be in the line looking for bread instead of those of you that get educated now and be in a position to help others and handing out the bread. You have a choice. I want to thank you for taking time to attend this video webinar. Until our next training, here's hoping that everybody out there has all the pips that they can handle, and Godspeed, and we'll see you next time. Happy holidays to everyone.